No, no. Oh my goodness. Um, well, as you can see, I'm trying to do this setup thing, and I don't know how to keep these things up here from showing backwards, but tomorrow I'll get it all straightened out. It shows up normal if I do the live on the Facebook with this webcam. I don't even know if you can even hear me. Um, yeah, I don't know if I'm being heard or anything like that. I wish I could like reverse those letters up there, but yeah, I'm gonna have this keyboard thing in here where you can like push the button and it is say going live in like 15 minutes. It's a control board. And I'll also be able to go live on the Facebook and the YouTube at the same time. I wonder if you all can hear me. I'm going to type this in. Hear my voice. I'm going to say, can you hear my voice? Yeah. Oh, that's wonderful. Well, I do apologize for this right up here backwards, but I am trying to set this up. And yeah, well, this says we are not alone. So this is really, I can't do my screen sharing right now because that's not set up, but I have to get this backdrop ready first. And good afternoon and good evening and good morning and hola, hola to you all. But yeah, it's hard to try to find some photos that I've taken of the ships that will, of course, this is very familiar. But once I get this set up, I'll be able to crop out everything like my log cabin wall, that'll be cropped out. And then hopefully this streaming right here, you'll be able to read it forward. Yeah, oh, that's wonderful that you all can hear me. I think I've got this big old enormous microphone, like a professional microphone, that's kind of round like. Yeah, my son picked it out. So I'm going to have that on here too. It's really big. Have that, and I'm going to have a 12 button control board. So that's going to be, that is wonderful. I hope it's not too loud. Yeah. Yeah, oh my goodness. Yeah, I know. Remember, quite a while back, I had people commenting, "Would you please try to do some screen sharing, get some good equipment?" And it kind of hurt my feelings months ago because I thought I don't know how to do it. But then guess what? My son and daughter-in-law has stepped in, and they're helping me. So I think it's a wonderful. But you're going to see a setup. I'm going to have a setup that does not change whenever I go live, and I'm going to be able to do a split screen, and you'll be able to see the photos without me having to hold the phone. Yeah, it's going to be wonderful. I'll love it. Oh my, it's a lot of work trying to do this, but if something's important to you, you're going to make the time to do it. Like me, I'm going to make the time to do it. I've got these light strips. I can't turn this around. I got these light strips up here on my roll top desk. So it's illuminating me. So I think it's really good color. Hello, Rico Acero from Germany, Munich. You hear me good. Am I too loud? It's really cool. If I can do this, I'm going to see if this is like this. I'm going to see if I can do something. I can push a button. Look at that. It says it's going to make me go, oh, I don't like that. I don't like that color right there. And I don't like that color. I just need to get this color back to how it's supposed to be. You all just hold on because I got these controls right here and I don't know how to operate it. But someone's going to show me how to do it. You made it. Rick Leach, you finally made it on to talk and tell you I love your channel. Thank you for showing us all the hidden things in the sky. Well, you're very welcome. And you know what? I feel so much better right here with a backdrop that is constant. I feel a lot better. Yeah. Hola. Yeah. Hello, Dean Boyer, Victor Ribeiro. Hola. MJ Gill. Yeah, so I wanted to get on here because I got on Facebook last night and I tried it out. Of course, I didn't have these pictures up here. But yeah, I'm just trying to, and I try to think of something I could put above my head. And the really only thing I can really think of is we're not alone, and we never have been alone. So yeah, yeah. Do your thing, Jean. I will. I'll do my thing. Tony Duffy. Hello, David Franks. You have been following me since forever. That's wonderful. And Malibu, Phoenix, your work is so amazing. Thank you for everything and greetings from Malibu, California. Waiting for your galactics to land. Well, I think they are going to land. Yeah, and I know there's some people who feel that these are demons and stuff. But you know what? I can't go as far to say something like that because I don't feel that within my spirit. I get a good feeling within my spirit. If there's something that's very uncomfortable me, if I'm taking a picture and it makes me feel very uneasy in my spirit, I'm going to tell you, I don't know about that. It makes me uneasy, but I'm not feeling that. Waves from Ontario, Canada. Hello. So yeah, I'm going to have a backdrop. This is my backdrop, but hopefully these letters right here will go in the right direction. I was trying to use the new beta something, YouTube beta, and I didn't know how to do it. And I accidentally ended up on this stream. I think it's the classic live. It was an accident that I ended up here because I thought, oh my gosh, is it going to go through? And it did go through. And I don't have my cell phone to have to hold. I don't have a subject tonight. The only subject tonight is I'm trying out my new setup. I'm trying to put it together before I get that split screen tomorrow. And my microphone, I probably won't need a microphone, but I'm getting it anyhow because it already came in the mail. Yeah, and I wish I could show you the pictures that I shared on my Facebook today. It's those multicolored things. I can't, I don't have a split screen to show you, but it's really, the sky isn't really not what we think it is. It really isn't. Yeah. And I hear stories from people about these extraterrestrials. Some stories that I hear, they're not too pleasant, especially when it comes to the insectoids. But then I hear stories about people telling how they've had good encounters with the extraterrestrials because they are light beings and they are like beings of light, like angelic beings. So yeah, you saw some of my pictures and you're interested in what you think these objects are. I think they are there are beings that live in the sky. I don't know if they're totally responsible for all the clouds in the sky and the beautiful colors. I know that there are ships up there. I know that there are some black ships up there because I've caught black ships before in the sky, black stealthy looking ships. Um, if you pray, those beings will scatter. Well, I haven't encountered any of those beings that would scatter like roaches. You know, it reminds me of roaches. When I lived in Hawaii, when it got dark at night, of course, the temperature stayed the same when it got dark at night. I did not want to go outside walking barefooted because roaches cover the ground in Hawaii for some strange reason. So yeah, you'd want to go and wear your shoes. Sonara, thank you. I just apologize for not having my split screen right now, but I do want to get on here so you all can see also what I've been up to, even though I don't have pictures to show. This is what I've been doing in my spare time, trying to put together a backdrop like this. I don't talk to MUFON and they don't talk to me. There have been others throughout the months. They've only been doing it for around a year. There have been others who have shared my pictures with MUFON and they said it was fake. Of course, they shared my screenshots, but I wouldn't expect them to admit to it. But no, I feel within my being, I'm not supposed to contact MUFON, but I can assure you that they're watching every single thing that I post. And then someone said, Gina, what about NASA? Have you sent your pictures to NASA? NASA's watching everything that I post. I am being monitored, whether you all realize it or not. I am totally being monitored on my, when I get on the internet, anything I post, and my phone calls in my house and on my cell phone, they are monitored. Everything that I say. Yeah. Hello from Yosemite. Deb, you're very welcome. My husband and daughter just got back a couple months ago from Yosemite. Yeah. Um, if you all have any questions you want to ask, this would be a good time because I don't have any pictures to show. I wish I could bring someone on here, but I don't know how to do that yet. I really don't. Hello from Buffalo, New York, Cecilia. I love you too. You are showing the truth, and it's necessary because they are coming and they want everyone to open up their hearts to them while they're showing themselves. Keep it up and spread the knowledge. Yeah, most of your government is going to try and fight. They belong to the Creator. It's in the Bible. They are angelic beings, the chariots of Elohim. Elohim. Um, there are some people who read the Bible. I've got 3 different versions of the Bible on CD and cassette. And I've got all different types of Bibles also in my little library. Yeah, but there's a lot of history to be had, not just from the Bible, but from other civilizations throughout time. There are recorded histories that go right along. My hair is kind of sticking up. This is really good camera, along with the recorded history in the Bible to further back it up. I like it how everything else collaborates with the other. Yeah. Um, well, if you all did not know, I have seen The Man in Black. It was one man in black, like the Men in Black. Thank you. And it was when I was in elementary school. I'd walk home. I don't remember what grade it was, but let me just back up right now. I was talking to a friend yesterday on the phone, and he had wrote how he had saw the red, green, and blue lights in the sky. And I had totally forgot. But when I was in elementary school, I think around the 3rd grade, maybe the 2nd, it was in my backyard. I lived right next to the elementary school. I say it was within 500 feet, maybe 1,000 feet from my house, but right in the backyard. One early evening up in the sky, there was this UFO. It was red, blue, and green lights. They were in a row, and I thought, what are they doing? And they just hovered right across the street in the sky, right above my house, if it would be above my house. And I just sat and looked at it. And then later that evening, I remember my brothers and sisters, we walked down the little road to the elementary school and played in the playground. And then I saw the UFO again in the sky above the playground watching me. And then I ran all the way home. That was when I was littler. Yeah, but it was after we moved from that house. I guess maybe the next year, I would walk home from school and I'd cut through the forest. And that one day I was getting ready to cut through the forest where I could cross the creek. And there was the man in black, a long black trench coat and long black pants and a hat. And he was in this big long black car. And I thought, how odd, him standing there like that. He was slanky looking, real skinny. He was just standing there and he was staring at me because I started running. I wasn't paying attention. Then I got closer and I saw he wasn't moving. So I just took a different route and ran all the way home. And I didn't take that route again because I was scared that he was going to be there. Yeah. You know a lot of Malibu, Phoenix about those ships. Yeah, there was a lot of people who have information on those ships. And you know, you can see these ships behind me. Let me see which hand I can point to. Right here, these ships right here. That's a close-up of some of those ships right there. They literally are humongous and they have notches. And you know that they can link themselves together. As I was driving home this afternoon from town with my daughter, there was those clouds and they were like staggered, like stadium seats in the sky. They were small in the distance, and as they came up closer to the sun, they were bigger. So, you know, that's not normal clouds, and they even had dark bottoms. So, yeah, that post on Twitter was amazing or incredible. You know, and I sometimes forget to post to my Twitter account. Sometimes I've been really good at it, but sometimes I forget when I post it on the Facebook. And then I thought, well, there's people on the Twitter too. They only see the words. So if you didn't know, I do have a Twitter account, and I couldn't tell you the name of it because I don't know offhand. I know it's got my name in it, but I don't know the link. There are millions of in your atmosphere. Um, Victor, I do a very important investigation that everyone realizes that they are there. They, if you've been watching me or other people, and if you don't know by now that we're not alone, well, I don't know what to tell you. I would hope and pray over time that your eyes are open and you begin to see, because you can see things. I could be looking at these ships up here behind me with my eyes and thinking, I don't know what that is. And if someone said, well, they look like ships, don't they look like ships? I could be in a spiritual blindness and I could say, well, I don't know what they look like. They look like something. See, we're not alone. We're not. And I don't think we ever have been. But now into this new age of technology, it's making it quite evident with all the pictures that everyone is capturing that we aren't alone and we never have been. And the future is going to be it's going to be very imperative that we open our eyes and gather as much information as we can. There is a scripture that says, my people perish for lack of knowledge. Technology, all these pictures, the knowledge of what is out there, that's knowledge, and knowledge is power. Brian, there are no aliens. These are angelic beings. Well, what if some angelic beings are referred to as some people as aliens or extraterrestrials because they've never seen them before? I know that angels exist. I know that angels exist, beings of light. My one friend, I forget who it was, someone she dearly loved, they were passing, and she was in the hospital room. And as her loved one was passing, she saw these beings of light, around 6 or 7 of them, holding hands, surrounding her loved one as they passed. So that's angels. And it could be what people call aliens or extraterrestrials too. I'm sure that they show up from the other side, from the other dimensions. Gina, I tell you about Brazil. You believe Planet X or the magnetical changes of the Earth? Just answer me with yes, because I don't understand. Nazarina Diaz. Gina, about Brazil, Planet X, the magnetic pull on the Earth. Someone said that the grid that is up there is a holographic grid that was put up by someone's to keep us from seeing incoming planetary system. That's what I heard. Multi-dimensional star beings. Yeah, and you're free to express your opinion as long as you are not disrespectful to anyone else on here, and as long as you don't argue. You're free to express your opinion, and just do it in a loving and caring way. Yeah. You know what I thought one time, and this is not very nice to think about, but you know how they said they did that atomic bomb over Hiroshima or Hiroshima, and how it went like mushroom. What if it did? What if there was a bomb that hit the top of the dome and it couldn't go no further, and therefore it just went into a big old mushroom? It just spread out like that. Because I was thinking, what if I sprayed water on like a dome thing, like a water hose, a steady stream? What would it do? Would it like cascade down the dome? I thought about that the other day. Hola, Nora Breno. Yeah. I hope this is okay with you all, that I'm just sitting here and I don't have pictures to share, because I feel kind of bad without any pictures to share. And I'm not knowledgeable like a lot of other people are in certain areas, but I do like to share what I do know, a little bit about everything. Oh, it's fine. Well, that's good. Because I would feel the same about someone else. I would say that's fine. Okay, that's good because I don't like to not get on the YouTube and speak. If I get on the Facebook, then I feel kind of guilty. Yeah. Oh my goodness. And you're welcome, Anar Nazarena Diaz. I'm about out of words. Unless somebody, oh, you like to hear my stories. Yeah. Well, you're very welcome. And you know about those orbs. I know a lot of you have probably seen the orbs in the sky. They like big balls. Some are red, some are green, some are brown, and they're attracted to the light, to the fireworks. It was in July. Oh, it's been several years back on the 4th of July one night in our backyard. I live out in the country. We were lighting off fireworks, and we had a little fire pit going. And then all of a sudden, we looked toward the northwest sky, and this green orb, it was really big. It came down and it was hovering above our heads, probably around 100 feet in the sky, maybe 200 feet in the sky. And it just stayed there for around 5 to 10 minutes. And I remember me and my sister-in-law just staring at it. And then we wondered what it was doing. And then all of a sudden it just took off and just went wherever it wanted to go. And then I remember one time me and my daughter were walking to the bridge that connects Jeffersonville, Indiana to Louisville, Kentucky. And there was a ball game going on in Louisville, Kentucky, and they were lighting off fireworks. And me and my daughter, we was going to walk this bridge, and we started running toward the fireworks. And as soon as we started running to the fireworks, there was this green ball of light, this big green orb. And we were running trying to catch the green orb because we know the green orb was attracted to the fireworks that were on the other side of the river. So we chased it as far as we could, and then it just disappeared. But those orbs are very spiritual. And I've heard that the green ones are the good ones, but I have never seen a red one or an orange one. Um, yeah. So, Brian Pero, ever hear Hillary Clinton? Well, let's talk about a Hillary Clinton. I don't follow politics. I do not follow politics. I used to read political news probably around 7 years ago. I could tell you what was going on in every single country and who the presidents and the prime ministers were and what was going on in those countries. I don't read those anymore. I do not watch politics because I've noticed that some of my friends, they get caught up in this negative energy it brings when they hear these negative stories from these certain propaganda techniques that are meant to stir up certain emotions within the individual. Well, let me tell you, it works because I work around some people, and I've been around some people who they get all negative when they see certain things posted. So I'm not a political person. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So I don't watch politics, and I don't watch the news. Yeah, because I think politics divides. And I don't like to say this, but a certain religious individuals create division among their friends and families. I don't like to say that, but it is true, and it's kind of sad. I wish we all could get along with one another, regardless of our faith within ourselves. I wish we could, treat each other with love and respect. Terry Long, that's exactly right. Yeah. If you all have anything else you want to ask, you can ask. Oh, what she said that sailed over our heads. I don't know I don't know what you're talking about. Brian, somebody said something that sailed over somebody's heads. Yeah. I really do like this because I don't have to hold my phone and I can just look over here to this screen and I can read the comments. And guess what? They're showing up white lettering on black. I love it. I really do love it. This is really nice, and it's going to be even nicer when I get the split screen, because those pictures will show up really well with that. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I really am running out of words to say, because I ain't got nothing else to talk about. Yeah, you can tell because I'm getting silent. So I'm probably going to be ending this video. Oh, it's been 25 minutes. Look, I can keep track of the time that is on here. Someone did ask. It wasn't on any of this right here, but someone asked, Gina, what is your nationality, or whatever would have you, your background? But you know, my great grandfather, he was a full-blooded Cherokee Blackfeet, not Blackfoot, a full-blooded Blackfeet, and his dad was an Indian chief. But you know what happened as the years, when they were doing the census, when they would walk around and ask people, if you all did not know this, if you've ever done any if you've ever done any searching of your genealogy and you go back and use the census, they would call Indians by this name, the mulattoes. So that's what my great grandfather and his dad, they were referred to as mulattoes because they were Indians. So that is in my, this is my rain tree bib coveralls, and I've got a jacket to match it, because when it gets cold outside, guess what? I can wear this bib coveralls. I can probably stand up a little bit, and you can see I wear these bib coveralls because they zip up, and I can wear my shorts underneath, and I've got a jacket that matches, and I got these little a hand thing I got gloves that match it too, and a hat that matches it, and the little hand things that I can put in my hand. So no, it's not military gear. It's just that I guess you could hunt in it if you'd like, but I'm not a hunter. I don't like to hunt. Yeah, I filmed the two suns, and how did it feel to see them in the sky? Well, I'm going to tell you, Nazarena Diaz. My sister was visiting me when that happened, and I don't even know what I was doing, how I captured it, but we were looking in the western sky, and the sun was setting, and I was recording it, and then I was so excited, and my sister was excited too. When she saw it, it was unbelievable. I did not think, what on earth is going? When it started, the second sun came out of the clouds. When I did that very first video, that also helped set this off. It was very exciting for me. So I wanted to catch the two suns all the time. And I encountered a lot of not too nice people when that started happening. But that's okay. Here I am now. It didn't knock me down and keep me down. I got back up. Yeah. So yeah, it is exciting, and I haven't filmed the two suns in a while, a long while. Yeah, Brian, a kisses to you too. Yeah. I want to tell you all, I really do like this to where I can just sit here. My hands are free. I can read the words, and I can respond, and I don't have to strain or anything. So this is pretty nice. Yeah. I don't see that I've lost anything on here, any comments that, I know it's hard. If you're all watching this and you're watching me talk, you think, well, I don't want to type anything because I don't know what to say. I'd probably be one of those people too. I don't know what to say either. Yeah. Rick Leach, you love my channel. Those pictures of the ship and the sun were incredible. How did you get these? Can I send you some of my pictures? Well, if you have a Facebook, you can send me your pictures on that messenger. And you know what somebody's done to my email address? They have. Yeah, let me tell you how that has turned out. They have even went as far, some of these individuals, it's only a handful. They made an appointment for me at the Mayo Clinic, prestigious Mayo Clinic. I got a phone call last week on my home phone. May I please speak to Gina Hill? I said, this is her. I'm calling about your online request for an appointment at the Mayo Clinic. I just need a little bit more information from you. So I had to tell her what happened. And if you didn't know about the Mayo Clinic, it's a very it's a heart clinic. So someone signed me up for an appointment there, and I told them what happened. And so they flagged it, and they're investigating it. Yeah, and that's why I'm not going to tell my email address anymore, because certain individuals have done this. But if you look through the videos, you'll be able to find it. And someone else, some of the individuals also signed me up for online photography classes. Can you get that? And they kept calling my house. So I had to explain to them exactly what happened too. So they flagged that also. And they're researching that too. So yeah, but that's okay. It's not going to last forever. Yeah, you're always going to have some people who don't like you in this life, but guess what? You've got to keep going. You got to push back against those people who don't like you and just leave them behind. You face the fear, you walk through the sorrow, you walk through the fire into tomorrow. That's a song. So yeah, there's this song by this band called King and Country. It's Burn the Ships. Yeah, it's a really good song. Yeah, people are, well, you said it, not me. Yeah, I don't really like to label people, but they're not too, they don't show too much humanity towards other humans. But that's all right, because we do reap what we sow on this earth. Yeah, reptilians, and now that could be true. There are reptilians that inhabit the bodies of human beings, and they shapeshift too, and they take over their minds. Um, yeah. You are speaking on you know not of, and you do not understand not that what the truth is, as I can tell. I'm telling you, and you act airhead about it. First, you have been told the truth. Aliens are a lie. Well, Brian Perro, that is not so nice of you to say something, especially if you're saying about me, telling me that I am an airhead. To me, that's a little condescending, and if you respond on here and say, yes, Gina, I'm talking about you, or whoever you're talking about, yeah, he's going into timeout, because, I don't say that about people. I can even put in, yeah, he's going in timeout. That is not nice at all to say, to say that about me. It's just like it's very immature, and you haven't grown within. You haven't grown in love, because if you did, you wouldn't say that about other people. Now, that is exactly right, Cheryl Ann. Yeah, he's in timeout because it isn't nice. Yeah, that's all right. People will know that if you come on my YouTube channel and or my Facebook channel, and if you're disrespectful in expressing your opinion and condescending, I don't have place for people like that. I don't. I don't have to put up with it, and I won't. If you do it to me or somebody else, I'm not going to put up with it, because it's rude and disrespectful, and it hurts people's feelings. Yeah. Yes, Rick Leach, he's in timeout. It's like we do our children. We put our children in timeout when they're little, but some people like to be in timeout. There was this project manager at my work. She did something in school, and she got put in timeout. And the teacher said, here's some paper while you're in timeout. And do you know what this project manager did when she was a little girl? She tore these little pieces of paper, and she learned how to make origami. She makes beautiful roses today, all kinds of things, because she went in timeout with paper. She was very productive, and that's what she does. When she's not working, when she's taking breaks, she makes all kinds of things out of paper. Beautiful artwork, beautiful, absolutely. Bouquets of flowers and anything, trees, you name it, she can do it. Yeah, Donald, I don't know if I'm a smart person. I'm just a kind person, a kind and compassionate person, and I'm just trying to understand this world that we live in and the people in this world. And the longer I stay in this world and my eyes are opening more and more, I'm noticing that some people aren't too nice to others. They really do speak down to others, and this should not be. But it happens. It does happen. Cecilia, Naivza, God bless you too. Yeah, it's not easy. I would not encourage any of you all to get on here and put yourself out here for the world, because you don't know what's going to happen to you. And if you're not strong within, you're not going to make it. You will not make it. Well, thank you, Rick Leach. There, you love the way I treat people and speak from love. Well, you know what? I wouldn't want to go to a YouTube channel or a Facebook page if someone on there it was rude. Okay, so just say this. Just say someone was rude to me on here, and I responded the same way that they were, and I just got really nasty and said something mean or used foul language. Could you imagine how that would make others on here feel? That type of energy, it would just, whoo, no, that's not me. No, I'm going to respond in a loving way. I'm not going to do the same to them that they do to me. I'm not going to stoop to that level. I may get a little upset, but I will try my best to contain it. Yeah. As Bismol 726, hello. Nazarena Diaz, could you write a book? I'm sure I could write a book. I have a friend who told me, Gina, in the future, you will write books. And I'm thinking, I don't know, but I probably could. But no one knows what the future holds, but I do know who holds my future. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what my future holds, but I just continue walking forward down this road called life. Just like everyone else, I'm not going to look back. I'm not going to look back and let the past hold me back. And I wouldn't want you all to do that either. I would not want you all to turn and look back at your past, and when you look at it, it keeps you from moving forward. You've got to leave it behind you, especially if it's not a pleasant past. Just leave it behind you, because you've got a bright future ahead of you. Yeah. Truth does bring freedom, a lot of freedom. Yeah. I wonder how long that timeout lasts. I really don't know how long timeout lasts on here. But I think it's at least that's a good start. Put somebody in timeout, and then if they do it again, well, I guess I can put them in timeout again or block them. It all depends on the behavior that comes after being in timeout. Yeah, maybe they didn't realize they were like that. Maybe that's how they are, and no one's ever pointed it out to them that, hey, that you can't do that. But I'll point it out in a loving way, telling you, that's wrong. You don't do that. Yeah. Now it's 38 minutes and I'm still talking. Yeah. But something's flying around the net, flying around. Yeah. So I just wanted to get on here really fast and let you all see this setup. And I am going to thank you, Betty Shakral. You're very welcome. You're quite welcome. And I know I'm not your typical YouTuber who shows pictures of UFOs or these incoming Nibiru system or whatever. I'm not your typical YouTuber, because I got a gnat flying around. It's just flying around me. I'm not the typical YouTuber who does things like that. And I don't have the negativeness. a fear of gloom and doom. I'm not that type of person. So if you come on here, you're not going to hear fear and doom and gloom and doom from me. You're not going to hear it at all. I love you too, Betty. Shikru. I can't say your name, but that's okay, Betty. I am me, Cheryl Ann. I am me and nobody else. I'm not going to be what other people want me to be, because if I was trying to be who others wanted me to be, I would be a very unhappy individual on the inside, especially if that was not who I was. I would be walking on eggshells, trying not to disappoint anyone or upset anyone, trying to walk that line. And that's something I can't do. I've got to be myself in this life. You have got to be your all self in this life. I know it's difficult at times for a lot of people when you have to be someone you're not just to keep the peace. You're very welcome, Terry. You're very welcome. And if any of you, I was wondering, I didn't know if you all knew that I did have one moment, please, why I step behind my setup. I'm going to tell you something. Just one moment, please. I'm going to go back here for a moment. Just one little moment. And I'm going to get something. You all will see that backdrop. I'm looking for something back here, and I'm going to be back in a short minute. Just one little short minute. Okay, I think I'm back. I am back. Voila! I came back. I know I mentioned a long time ago, it's been several weeks ago, that I printed off some 2020 calendars. And look at this. This is a magnetic back. Okay. This literally, I sent one of these to my sister, one to her and her husband, and they stuck it on the refrigerator. But this is what it looks like, and it really does. I'm blocking the light, but it really does. If you wanted one of these, I have a thing on Etsy, but I don't even use Etsy. But if you wanted one of these, I have them, but you'd have to send it to my P.O. box if you didn't want to do anything online or nothing. But I haven't really got into them yet. I've just pushed these to the side, but it's a full year calendar that will be magnetic. And if my refrigerator was not stainless steel, it would be going on the front of my refrigerator. But yeah, it is really nice. It's just a 8.5 by whatever, but you can see the different types of things that I've captured on here. This is just a little bit of the pictures, but yeah, it's like a magnet back, and it sets on there on the filing cabinet and or your refrigerator. Yeah, it is cool. Andromeda native, you can have one. Yeah. I actually finished a moon phase calendar, but I haven't really did any thing with it at all. But I really do like the magnetic ones. I really do, because I think they're very nice, especially if they just sit right there on your refrigerator. Mohammed Nagib, thank you. Even though I don't have pictures to show. Yeah, that's very nice of you. It really is. Betty, hello, Polly Temple. Hello, Andromeda Native. Yeah. Yeah. My lips are getting dry. I don't have no chapstick in here or water, because I wasn't planning on being on here this long. But you know what? Yeah, I'm not going to say it. I was going to say, when I went to Mexico, Cancun, Mexico, with my sister, it was just me and her, and we were swimming in the ocean. I did not put sunblock on my lips. I got a really good tan, but man, my lips got burnt, and yeah, they weren't too pretty looking. I will not do that again. So my lips aren't that dry. Yeah. I know that's not nice to say on here, but yeah, I said it. Yeah. Well, my cheeks are getting a little flushed. I can feel them on my face. So I don't have to wear blush. And if anyone did not know, I don't wear makeup. I never have wore makeup my whole life, there was a period in time where I would put a little like that black mascara on my eyelashes, but that was it. I don't wear makeup. Well, thank you, Polly Temple. Yeah, and as soon as I figure out what I'm going to do about these magnetic things, these magnetic calendars, I really don't feel within my spirit right now to be talking a lot about them, and that's why I really haven't done it. I don't feel led within my spirit. Besides, you know, we haven't even entered 2020 yet anyway, but I'm not going to push those on anybody at all, and I really don't like to talk about them. That's why I haven't talked about them. Yeah. Now it's 45 minutes. I've been on here 45 minutes. Thank you, Debbie Price. You know what? There was a time where I did not feel beautiful on the inside. I did not. I did not feel beautiful. But guess what? I feel beautiful on the inside. I like who I am on the inside now that I'm able to be me. But it took a lot to get to that point in my life in order to just let myself be who I'm supposed to be. I don't even know Donald Boyd. I don't know, but when I figure it out, I don't know how much I even have him on that Etsy thing, Etsy website. I don't remember how much I had him on there for either. But I know I could it doesn't take that much to mail it. If I mail it like a flat rate in an envelope, I think I only paid $2.20 to mail something to someone who sent a birthday card. And then they sent some like $8 with it. And I thought, well, you know what? I just send them a calendar back in it. Yeah. Yes, Betty, you're welcome. But yeah, I will be honest with you. I do like these. I do like these a lot. And this is like a flat print, but I did get some kind of glossy photo magnet paper, and it looks really nice on that too. But that's really the most favorite thing that I've printed or designed. Gaby, you never wore makeup either, but you have to say you look great. Love from New Zealand. XXX. Thank you. Oh, are they $10? Okay, then that's what they are. Yeah. I guess that's a good price because the envelopes, if you, I've got the mailing envelopes that I bought, and then I mail them. But then I don't know how that works because I think I have it set up to where I didn't even realize that people pay their own shipping and handling. See, I'm very new to this, so I didn't even realize any of this, that people paid their own shipping and handling. Okay. There's one thing I did like to watch, and it was Xena. When Xena was on, I used to love to watch Xena, the warrior princess. I watched every single episode, and then it's not on anymore. And then I thought, okay, well, that was just a period of time in my life. Yeah. The postage to New Zealand and from the United States would be a lot. It would be a lot. But you know what, Gabe? If you bought yourself some magnetic paper, I did put this calendar. I put this right here on my Facebook page on my birthday, and I told them, you know, you can download that and print off your own calendar. And if you were able to go to my Facebook page and you downloaded that, saved that picture and downloaded it, and you bought you some magnetic paper, you could print it on the magnetic paper. I'm not a good businesswoman because I'd end up giving everything away. I am a giver. I am a giver. I have always been a giver my whole entire life. I give till I can't give anymore, all around. I really do. Warrior spirit. I will agree with you. I do have a warrior spirit within me. I agree. I really do. I didn't know it when I was younger, but I know it now. Sorry for spinning on this chair, but it's just like I like it. I like spinning on the chair. Hello, Cheryl Aikens. Yeah, yeah. You know what? Yeah. To me, having love within my heart, getting a blessing of love overflowing within my heart. That's a lot. That means a lot to me internally. It really does. To me, that's more precious than anything, money or whatever. To have this love overflowing within me and see it in other people. To me, that's the most important thing. Is love in this life. Um, it is. I'm looking at these comments and I don't know what to do with myself without having to look at my phone. Yeah, it is. My eye is red and I don't know why. Probably because I don't get enough sleep, but that's all right. It's only 9:32. I think that's wonderful. Well, I've lasted 50 minutes and 55 seconds on here. It's not hard. It really isn't. Yeah. I had a friend. I would tell my friend all the time, it's all about love. Love is the most important thing on this earth. Love. If you don't have love, you have nothing. You have nothing. To be able to feel that love on the inside of you, it's a wonderful feeling. If you haven't ever felt it in your life, if you don't even feel loved, um, then that's like you feel poverty within your spirit without love on the inside. It's really what you feel like. You feel like you're so poor in spirit, poverty ridden when you don't have love on the inside, either love for yourself or love being shown to you by others. It is a terrible feeling, I'm sure. Yeah, but it's a wonderful feeling when you do have it because you have this happiness, you have this fountain that just keeps overflowing, pouring out, spilling on the ground. Yeah, and you can spread the love that way. We saw that in you from the very beginning. Well, I always said when I pass from this life, I hope I don't want anyone to have anything bad to say about me. I've always felt that way, but I know there'll be a few individuals who will, but I don't want to give anybody reason to. Yeah, yeah. Oh man, my lips really feel a little bit chapped, but that's all right. Well, I really am running out of words to say. So I'm probably going to end this video. But I do thank you all for being on here, um, talking to me. Thank you, Gabe, friend. You're very welcome. Yeah. Well, I hope you all have a wonderful evening too, and thank you for sharing almost 1 hour of your evening with me. That is very nice. It really is nice. That way I'm not sitting on here talking to myself. Um, yeah, the energy is in here is nice. And it is nice. I feel at peace within my spirit, and that's a wonderful feeling to feel at peace within your spirit and not all upset and unsettled in your spirit. I'm glad that it is. I really am. That is my goal. Yeah. All right. Well, I hope everyone has a good day. But yeah, this is my setup, and hopefully, I'm going to be sharing split screens of pictures come tomorrow if I can get on here. And hopefully these words will be worded in the right direction and they won't mean my shirt is backwards too. Yeah. You all have a good evening too. And thank you for tuning in and watching. Now see, I can't really see my eyes like this. I never used to wear reading glasses, but when you get older, you wear reading glasses, and that's okay. As long as you can see, that's all that matters. All right, have a good evening, and I need to quit talking. Yeah. Good night, Emily Good.